Ever feel like you're drowning in tasks, unable to enjoy life or your travels because your business demands all of your time? Well, you're not alone, my friends. Let me ask you a question. Do you find it challenging to know what tasks to delegate in your business, so you just find yourself stuck and doing absolutely everything yourself? I am Shannon Teague, and today I am going to discuss with you 3 common scenarios when it comes to delegation amongst small business owners. You might fall into one of these 3 categories. Stay tuned because I've got an incredibly simple strategy to tackle delegation issues, which I'll be sharing in this video. But first, let's walk through the 3 scenarios to see if you fall into one of them. First up, business owners with a small team, maybe just 1 or 2 people. They're doing everything themselves because they're not sure how to utilize their current team or which tasks to hand over. Then there's the second scenario. These owners are stuck. They know they need help, but they are clueless about what tasks to hand over or even what role they need to hire in their business. They just know that they need help. Now, my friends, just to clarify before we move on to scenario 3, this video isn't about figuring out what role to hire. I'm assuming you already know that or already have hired this role in your business but feel stuck on what to delegate. Instead, I'm here to share the simplest strategy for delegation, which is creating an internal job specification. It's like a roadmap for each role in your business. In our online hiring academy, we teach this as the starting point for mapping out each role in our members' businesses. It helps us navigate creating the processes and systems for each position that they need to hire within their business. If you'd like help with what role to hire, developing your company culture, and building a hiring system to attract your first dream remote team, then check out our online hiring academy and you can find a link in the description. Awesome. So now let's move on to scenario 3. Hiring without a plan. These owners tend to throw every single task at their new hires without direction, which results in their new employee being overwhelmed and struggling to keep up. Sadly, my friends, I found myself in this category when I was new to hiring and when I hired my first support team member. Let me share a story about this. Although it was a terrible situation to be in as a leader, I was a horrible leader. It was a necessary lesson that eventually led me on to discovering the job spec strategy that I am sharing with you today. So I was overwhelmed and I desperately needed help. I was managing a team of over 40 contractors and a client base of over 10 by myself. It was a lot to handle. I didn't have a clear plan, strategy, or job specification when I hired my first support team member. It was chaotic. We were both running around like headless chickens with no plan or task expectation in place at all. Unsurprisingly, this relationship eventually came to an end because my new employee was extremely overwhelmed. I attended a year-long mentorship program, which turned out to be one of the greatest investments I have made in myself to date. I learned the importance of a job specification. It was honestly a game changer. So I backtracked, created a job title for my employee, established the task expectations, and developed a job specification. With a clear understanding of her role in my business, I was able to map out the shift manager role, create processes and procedures, and align daily and weekly tasks with the direction of my business. I was able to achieve all of this just from creating the job specification. It was too late for my first employee to stay. She was overworking in my business at that point, understandably, but because I got organized and mapped out the role in my business, she was able to provide a full 2-week training and handover to my new shift manager. It became easy to hire from that point on, eventually hiring shift assistants under the management. And all of this was possible because I got super clear with the job specification. Now I teach the same strategy for process role mapping in our online hiring academy program, and it all starts with the job specification. Now, let's get into the fun stuff and break down the job specification framework into 5 key elements. I'll walk you through each one so you can create your job specification with ease after finishing this video. First off, we have the skills required for the role. So, what does this mean? These are the specific skills needed for the role to succeed. It could be the skills the candidate already has, or the skills that they need to learn on the job in your business. And then, second up, we have the general requirements for the role. This covers the basic qualifications and also the experience that is needed for the role. It's what you can expect your employee to bring to the table to do their job well. And third, we have the daily task expectations. Here we outline the day to day responsibilities of the role. It's like a roadmap for what the employee will be doing each day in your business. And then we list the probation KPIs of the role. And during the probation, we set key performance indicators to measure the employee's progress for probation period. It helps us set realistic expectations as they settle into their role during probation. And then we have the post probation KPIs. Once probation is over, we set new goals to maintain performance standards and ensure continued success within the role and to measure your employees' success within their role. That's the job specification framework laid out simply. Now, you might be wondering, okay, Shannon, this all sounds great, but how do I know how to fill out each section of the job spec? That is what I struggle with. Well, here's the best part of this video, my friends. I have got a super simple solution for you. We're diving into the world of AI with ChatGPT. Let me break it down for you, step by step. Here's what you have to do. First, grab my free job specification template from the link below this video. And then you simply just head over to ChatGPT and sign up if you don't have an account. Have the role you're hiring for in your business in mind. Ask ChatGPT to break down each section of the job spec in relation to that role. For example, let's say you're looking to hire an admin virtual assistant. Then you'd ask ChatGPT something like, can you provide the daily task expectations for an admin virtual assistant that I can include in the job specification for my new hire? And just like that, ChatGPT will give you a list of tasks. Repeat this for all 5 sections of the job specification. Now, keep in mind, ChatGPT is a machine and every business is unique. So use your own judgments to ensure the 5 elements align with what you need in your business and make any necessary edits. Once you have your job specification, use it as your guide to delegate tasks to your employees on a daily and weekly basis. Think of it as your roadmap to ensure clarity for the role for both you and your employee. To sum up, the job spec serves as a vital roadmap for you and your team, clarifying the roles, delegating tasks, ensuring you're not overwhelming yourself or your employees. Very important. It provides clarity and structure, guiding both you and your team members in their daily responsibilities and overall expectations. Plus, it's the foundation for defining the roles you need to hire in your business. And my friends, if you want to learn more about successfully building your first remote dream team, then join me for my free live training sessions that I hold every week. You'll learn my secret 4-step framework for building your first dream remote team to free your time and travel the world. You can find a link to sign up in the description of this video. And if it's your goal to achieve time freedom and explore the world while building your first dream remote team, hit the subscribe button, my friends, because I will be here to support you every step of this journey in successfully building your first dream remote team.